Shot in 4K ultra high definition. Your number one source for local news. WRAL News. Coverage you can count on.
Watching a chance for thunderstorms later on today. Currently, there's some showers and storms to the north. That means cloud cover, but it's also hot and sticky for it today. I'll show you the changes.
Securing the win. The Carolina Hurricanes get a big win in pivotal Game 4, and now they are coming back home for Game 5. What's ahead for the team as Canes and Caniacs celebrate the big win? Buc-ee's groundbreaking. The mega gas station is planting roots in North Carolina, where you can find it and when the project is expected to be finished. Good morning, everyone. What a Wednesday. It is 4:30. The Canes get the job done in Game 4, off to a great start and then finished with a win. That's what we like to see. Can't wait till they come back to Lenovo. Let's get to meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner in the WRAL Severe Weather Center, tracking our chances for rain. Elizabeth.
We do have just a very small chance. You can see some of that up to the north of Virginia, some showers and storms, sending some cloud cover our way. You know, those clouds yesterday were super helpful in keeping us a little bit cooler. We also had a high pressure system to our northeast that was feeding in cooler, drier air. That is out of here. It is warm and sticky this morning. This afternoon, it's a 30 to 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms across our area. We take a look at Pittsburgh this morning, and of course, when the sun comes up, you'll see that it's gray, but it is a lot warmer and a lot more muggy than it was this time yesterday. Our dew points up into the 70s. Yesterday, it was in the 50s, and our temperature is 76 degrees right now. So that muggy meter way up there at tropical. This time yesterday, it was in the comfy zone, so it went up 3 levels overnight last night. So it feels like summer out there. 74 Southern Pines, 72 Rocky Mount, and 73 in Roxborough. Hour by hour, we do climb into the low 90s for this afternoon. We do have that slight chance for showers and thunderstorms. That chance goes up a bit for Friday and into Saturday morning. We'll take a look at that in just a little bit. Renee?
Thanks, Elizabeth. We are trying to learn new information this morning about a large police presence overnight in Garner. You're looking at video from the WRAL Breaking News Tracker around midnight. Our crew saw investigators at the West Garner Road Plaza and near the Garner Performing Arts Center. We have not heard back from Garner police about any injuries or suspects. A stolen car was involved in a crash early this morning near Durham. This happened on Virgil Road. Deputies told our WRAL Breaking News Tracker crew that the car ended up off the road and onto someone's property. We're still trying to find out information about a suspect and any charges. NC State is investigating LSU over former men's basketball coach Will Wade's departure. Wade, as you may remember, left after 1 year with the university. And now NC State is refusing to release LSU from potential legal action. WRAL obtained letters from both schools revealing the investigation. The issue is the size of Wade's contract buyout. Under his NC State contract, the longer Wade waited to leave, the lower the buyout. NC State agreed to a $4 million buyout. And then in May, LSU asked NC State to drop any future claims against the school regarding Wade's departure. But NC State responded last week with this letter saying, not so fast.
It basically says we are investigating whether or not you played a role in Wade's departure, whether or not you played a role in trying to get him to extend his time so that that buyout would drop.
Reached out to Coach Will Wade for comment on this story, and as of this morning, we have not heard back. Arguments are set to resume this morning in the case of the man accused of murdering UNC student Faith Hedgepeth. Lawyers for Miguel Salguero Olivares argued against prosecutors' request to seal future pretrial motions in the case yesterday. Prosecutors wanted future motions out of the public's view because they say some defense filings are false and could taint a jury pool. They argue the filings could impact the credibility of Hedgepeth's roommate, Karina Rosario. She has been called to testify. The defense says Olivares has a right to open pretrial proceedings.
What it has thrown gasoline on this smoldering ember of a fire where everybody is looking at Karina Rosario.
To seal everything at this point, it almost creates an issue of trust.
Hedgepeth was found dead in an off-campus apartment in 2012. The trial for Salguero Olivares is set for September 28th. Fayetteville police are asking for your help in identifying and finding the person accused of shooting a man in broad daylight. Take a good look at your screen. Police believe this man was involved in a shooting on Murchison Road on June 2nd. Officers say the Fayetteville and accused shooter knew each other. The man who was shot was taken to the hospital. He has since been released. Anyone with information about the shooting is asked to call Fayetteville Police. The U.S. House has approved funding for ICE and Border Patrol through the end of President Trump's term. The 214 to 212 vote ends months of back and forth between lawmakers. Earlier this year, Democrats successfully blocked the funding package after federal agents killed 2 U.S. citizens in Minnesota. The measure now heads to President Trump, who is expected to sign it. The Carolina Hurricanes are returning home with momentum in the Stanley Cup final. Captain Jordan Staal and goalie Brandon Bussey's strong performances helped propel them to a Game 4 win last night in Las Vegas. WRAL's Pat Welter and Chris Lee are there breaking down the big win.
A good Wednesday morning from Las Vegas as the Carolina Hurricanes have tied the series 2-2 here as they're about to head back home. We're also about to head back home with smiles on our faces because we know that they're guaranteed for a Game 6. The Canes have now put themselves back into this series.
Mission accomplished. Canes came here essentially to even the series, and what an even series it's been. Both these teams' strengths and weaknesses well on display here. Oh, and I also didn't lose money. So a win-win all around. Can't wait to get back to Raleigh. We got some incredible series to finish.
Well, that's because we didn't bet today. But let's talk about what happened in goal. Brandon Bussey getting to start his first start since April 14th. And boy, did he come up big in this game. Hurricanes started the first 2 games in a hole. They didn't waste time tonight. Logan Stankoven, net front presence, deposits cash. 1-0 for the Canes.
Multi-goal comebacks in each game in this series, and we had it in this one as well. Canes got up 2-0. Vegas battles all the way back to tied at 3, but with 13 minutes to go, it's Jordan Staal after the turnover as he's falling down. His second goal of the game, 5th of the playoffs. What a series for the captain. Canes even this thing with a 5-3 win.
He's been so good for us, and you know, if there's a guy to do it, it's going to be him, right? And just how big he is, and you know how always around the net he is, and you know, getting that in. I mean, huge goal for us, and that secured the win for us. So you know, very exciting moment for us and for him.
Of course, we talked about Brandon Bussey. He came up big with 18 saves in this game. Now the question is, moving forward, do you go with Bussey or do you go with the veteran, Freddie Anderson?
It is a difficult decision, but a very good story, right? I mean, Brandon Bussey, his family flies in last minute to see him start in a Stanley Cup final game. This guy comes out of nowhere to beat Carolina's MVP during the regular season. He said after the game, no matter what Rod decides, he will be ready. Back to you guys in the studio.
How lucky for the Canes to have 2 strong goaltenders. Game 5 is tomorrow night at Lenovo Center, and WRAL will have team coverage. Be sure to stick with WRAL for everything you need to know as the Canes try to bring home the Stanley Cup. The clock is ticking for a Raleigh wedding photography company accused of leaving hundreds of couples without the photos and videos they paid for. A court order requires Holly Christina Photography to turn over any remaining wedding photo galleries by tomorrow. Some brides tell 5 on Your Side's Kelly Arthur they are still waiting.
There's so many moments from our wedding day that we'll never get back.
Do you have any photos with your grandparents?
No, none. I don't, and my husband doesn't either.
Oh, that's terrible. State investigators say couples lost a combined $1 million after paying for wedding photography and videography services that were never fully delivered. Attorney General Jeff Jackson sued the company earlier this year. He won a court order requiring it to turn over any photos and videos that it still possesses within 30 days. The NYPD is implementing a new security plan ahead of Game 4 for the NBA Finals tonight. The plan includes keeping the security perimeter from when President Trump attended Game 3 on Monday night. But a watch party outside Madison Square Garden will be allowed. Several people were arrested outside the area during Game 3. The Knicks lead the series against the San Antonio Spurs 2-1. Tip-off tonight is at 8:30. Stepping down, why one top state Republican is resigning and how it could help her next steps. Evening out the score, the Carolina Hurricanes are on the way home after a win in Vegas. And here's Elizabeth Gardner.
Weather maker, we have a high pressure system that was bringing us the cool temperatures yesterday. It's really going to help to heat us up today. We have a chance for storms, a lot going on in the Weather Center the next several days. I'll walk you through it. It's 4:43, and so we have the tower right here in our backyard, lit top to bottom in red to support the Hurricanes. So proud of that win last night. That was an exciting game. For today, we're looking at a chance of some late afternoon and evening scattered thunderstorms, especially from the Triangle area northward. We're not talking about a lot of rain here, but we do have the potential for a few scattered storms. That chance goes up a little bit for us for Thursday and Friday, too. 73 in Lewisburg, 74 Fayetteville, 74 in South Hill. Temperatures are a good bit warmer this morning than they were yesterday, and it's a lot muggier too. We're starting off this morning way up there at 70, which puts us at tropical. In comparison, yesterday we were down in the comfy zone. So big change as you step out the door. Mid 70s all the way up until around 10 a.m. and we climb into the low 90s this afternoon. So a little bit hotter, but the problem is it's going to be a lot more humid, so it'll feel a good bit more uncomfortable than it did yesterday. We're going to walk through our chances for severe weather for Thursday and Friday coming up in just a little bit. Renee?
Elizabeth, thank you. A top state Republican lawmaker is resigning effective next week. Representative Sarah Stevens announced her resignation yesterday. Stevens is running for a seat on the North Carolina Supreme Court this year against Justice Anita Earls, who is a Democrat. Campaign finance reports show Earls is far ahead of Stevens in fundraising. Resigning from the legislature will let Stevens ramp up her fundraising efforts. The state Senate has advanced a bill that would limit social media access for some teens. The bill targets what lawmakers call addictive platforms. Now, if approved, children 13 and younger would be banned from having social media accounts. Teens 14 and 15 would need parental permission. The bill would also require teachers to receive training on artificial intelligence. Today, we get one step closer to Buc-ee's opening its first location in our state. A groundbreaking for the mega gas station on I-40 and I-85 will happen this morning. WRAL's Kelsey Coffey is live at that site in Mebane. Kelsey, this has been years in the making.
Yes, Renee, this has definitely been a long process. The plan to build this new Buc-ee's was approved 2 years ago, and this morning crews will finally be able to break ground on this land here in Mebane. Drone 5 video shows the area where this new Buc-ee's will be built just off of I-40 on Trollingwood Hawfields Road. Conversations about Buc-ee's moving to the area started back in 2021. The original plan was to build a Buc-ee's in Orange County, but the move was blocked after the public voiced concerns. Buc-ee's is known for its food, clean bathrooms, and having plenty of gas pumps, and that draws customers big time. A 2024 report shows the average person visiting Buc-ee's spends just over 20 minutes inside the store. That's more than twice as long as the average gas station visit, 8 to 9 minutes. The groundbreaking is happening this morning at 10 o'clock, and the new Buc-ee's is set to open late next year. Kelsey Coffey, WRAL News, live in Mebane.
Buc-ee's is definitely a vibe and a whole experience. Let's get to meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner now. And whoa, what a muggy start to our Wednesday, Elizabeth.
Oh, I tell you what, you open the door and it's one of those mornings that kind of hits you, as opposed to yesterday. It was such a nice little break. None of that coming again anytime soon. This high pressure system was what changed everything. It was parked over New York yesterday, so it was in just the right position to push cool air in. Now that it's moved farther east, the rotation clockwise around it now is southeasterly, and so that is bringing in all that humidity and all that warmth. We have some disturbances that have been developing up here across parts of the Midwest, and those are going to be diving southward. One of those could approach us right around the time of the evening commute, but timing out the intensity and the timing of these can be tricky. This version of Futurecast really weakens this before it gets here. That's 5 o'clock, and I mean, just a quick little tiny shower up there. It may be that we see some other runs of the computer models that kind of bring that back, but but that run currently doesn't show much rain for us. It is warm and sticky this morning. 70 degrees across the Triangle area is our dew point. 76 is our temperature. That's a live look at Pittsburgh with some cloud cover this morning. Around the Triangle, temperatures solidly in the mid-70s, and this is going to be 5 to almost 15 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. Around town, we do climb into the low to mid-90s. No records for today, but we are looking at record territory potentially for Thursday and Friday. We also have a heat risk, major heat risk Thursday and Friday. It's possible that either or both of those days we would go under a heat advisory. The Weather Service hasn't issued that yet. Severe threat also each evening for Thursday. It's from the Triangle area northward, and then on Friday it's the entire viewing area. So we'll be watching out for that as well. Check out the heat index here. For us today, it's not going to be so bad, 96, but Thursday, 105. I need to adjust that. It's going to be over 105 on Friday, 101 Saturday, 99 on Sunday. So heat's going to be a real big player for us going forward. We could easily tie the record on Thursday. 99 is our forecast, and the record's 100. We could break it Friday, as 99 is our forecast, and 98 is the record. So again, that major heat risk for us on Thursday and Friday. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Looking at a chance for showers and thunderstorms really all the way into the weekend. That chance goes down a little bit for us on Saturday and Sunday. Of course, we are all looking forward to Game 5 on Thursday, but it's not going to be like some of the other games. If you remember, like last Tuesday, it was such a nice day. But we have the potential for a heat advisory on Thursday with temperature at 99 and feeling more like triple digits. Strong thunderstorms are possible. So download your WRAL weather app, follow along. We'll keep watching that closely. Over the weekend, Saturday is a little cooler. Again, a chance for showers and storms each day. I'll show you how much rain in the next 7 days coming up. Renee?
Elizabeth, thank you. It is 4:50 now. Uncovering News Deserts. WRAL's new documentary looks deeper into what happens when local news disappears and how it impacts the community. We have a preview of tonight's documentary for you to watch in just minutes. And World Cup countdown. The team practicing here in North Carolina and the warm welcome it received from its temporary home city. Good morning, Raleigh. The way news is delivered has changed dramatically. As audiences move to digital platforms, some communities are being left behind. And that's the topic of a new WRAL documentary previewing tonight. Our Kristen Severance has a preview.
I'm WRAL documentary investigator Kristen Severance with a brand new documentary premiering tonight about what happens to communities when they lose local news.
A news desert is a place with no original source of local news.
But you lose all that history.
North Carolina has 8 news desert counties and 52 counties nearing news desert status.
You will have no source of information.
You really see a difference in the way a place lives.
There are 212 news deserts across the country and 1,500 counties with just one source of local news.
It disconnects.
All over the world, news organizations are dying and things are more online than ever, and yet people feel more lost than ever.
We will show you the real-world impacts and introduce you to the people and groups working to save local journalism. Left uncovered inside North Carolina's news deserts, on TV or wherever you stream WRAL.
We certainly hope you'll watch. Funding for Lenovo Center's modernization and enhancement project has been approved. The local government commission approved $200 million for the Centennial Authority to continue Lenovo Center improvements. The authority also got approval for $109 million in revenue bonds to pay off the first phase of construction and improvements. Now, some of the improvements include new suites, a view bar, added seating, and new food options. The Carolina Hurricanes playoff run could push sports wagers even higher in North Carolina. Bettors in the state placed more than $561 million in total bets last month. That's according to the State Lottery Commission. It is the 9th consecutive month with more than $500 million worth of bets. The FIFA World Cup starts tomorrow. Team Germany is in North Carolina training ahead of their first match Sunday. Germany selected Winston-Salem as its home base for the FIFA World Cup. Fans are welcoming the team as they get ready to play. Supporters say this is a great opportunity for fans in the Triad.
It's great to get out here and see some of the top players in the world and meet some other soccer fans while we're out here waiting in line. It's great for Winston-Salem, great for Wake Forest.
Germany takes on Curacao this Sunday. The first matches of the group stage are tomorrow. It all kicks off with Mexico versus South Africa at 3 p.m. The U.S. will play its first game Friday, taking on Paraguay at 9 p.m. You can catch all the action on Fox 50. It is going to be an exciting next few weeks. World Cup games run through July 19th. Let's go Canes. The win the Carolina Hurricanes needed to even out the Stanley Cup final when they'll be back on the ice here at home. And Buc-ee's planting roots. The groundbreaking happening today for the popular mega gas station and how long construction will take.